I'm ready. What's poppin'?
All right, guys, welcome to another episode of UnCut with Taty and Glow. We have two guests here today. You want to introduce yourself?
Dude, we just gotta go by order or just...
It don't matter to me.
Make sure, like, it was just Christ. See, I'm Craig, representing for the 219-602.
That's what's up. I'm Jamil. I'm from Oakland, California, representing the 510. You feel me?
In California.
That's right, Oakland, California.
And Arizona too. Yeah. Well, fuck us, man.
All right, today's episode. What is today's episode about, Gloria?
Today's episode is about accessibility. People.
Can you elaborate a little more on what you mean?
Yeah, definition on that.
So, as in saying, when I say accessibility, I mean from a standpoint of what makes a person accessible to you. You know, like, as in saying, like, how can I explain? Jamil, where you at?
I'm right here.
I need your point of view on it.
Okay, I think I know where she's going with this. She's trying to say, why do men feel like a woman should be more accessible to them than they should be to the female? As in, why should a female drop whatever she's doing for the male, whereas the male will go hang out with his homies and be out all night, but as soon as the female want to do it, they throw a fit. Am I right?
Vice versa on that too.
You're right.
You know.
But you're right.
Because I'm outside. I'm outside.
So, okay. So, question. What makes, and from a female perspective first, okay, ladies first, Taty, what makes a woman accessible? Or what do you validate as a man being accessible for you? Like, how is he accessible? Like, what can he do, or what is he doing to make himself accessible for you?
I don't think I'm qualified to answer this.
You really asked the wrong person for that one.
I don't think I'm qualified to answer this question today.
Like, Taty should have asked you that first, because
we're gonna let you answer that, because I don't care if they accessible, because I don't talk to them.
Oh my gosh,
well,
but I'm not gonna play with you, Taty.
I'm not playing, that's the problem.
It kind of controls the narrative of the relationship. It controls the power, and that really depends on the relationship, the bond, the agreement between those two people. So if one person is more accessible than the other, then that person is making up for it in another way. That's my opinion.
Can you elaborate?
Yeah, of course. For example, if a woman is a nurse or a doctor, and then a man is let's say, stay-at-home dad. There's very few of those, but let's say there's a couple stay-at-home dads out there, and the mama's out there. She's the breadwinner. She getting the bread, and then she want to go out. She has the, why not? Why can't mom go out? She's the breadwinner. She winning. I'm just gonna put that example out there first, since there's other people out there, other males out there that may not be. Available, because they're out there, they're the breadwinner. I'm not saying just because whoever the breadwinner is, they have more accessibility than others, but again, that depends on those two people.
But don't they say people make time for what they want to make time for? So if you feel like if you're in this committed relationship and you want to be with this person, don't you think you should spend time with them?
Facts.
True.
Yes, of course, but yeah, of course. Yeah, time is always the most of essence, because you still have to understand that even though that you want to spend time with that person, there's still bills to be paid. The bills aren't going to stop and wait because, y'all got to go spend time together. So that means you don't go to work, or you don't have to, for example, bills and stuff may be different in California than where it is in Texas, or where it may be in North Carolina. So in California, you got to have a full-time job and 2 side hustles minimum if you want to live regular. So there's no such thing as time. Like, what is that? Like, that doesn't happen here.
But
I'm at work right
your
now.
point of view of it, though, Jamil. You can't take it from every man's perspective. You feel what I'm saying? Because there's men out there who will bust their ass and still make time for mama. They'll still make time for me.
Yeah.
If you feel what I'm saying.
True.
So I don't. Are you speaking like in general for men, or just for you?
I'm actually speaking it as a general point because I also gave the example with the woman. If a woman is a nurse and she's working 14-hour shifts, where is the time going to go? I mean, yes, she might get 2 days, 3 days off, but she's not tired. She's gonna be willing just to get up.
Because you got women out there who work 25 hours doing nails and hair, and they still make time for their man to come bust it real quick or do something and boom and get back to work. So that's accessible, right?
That
was his point. They bust it real quick and then go.
Yeah, exactly.
But that still makes them accessible, right? I'm just saying.
Kind of, sort of. Kind of.
But then again, that's on their time. That's when whoever at work, that's when they free. When it's convenient for them.
What about you, Craig?
Sue, mine is different because I travel.
Mm-hmm.
So, my time is this. Like if I give you my schedule, I'm gonna try to make time for you, but you gotta understand, like, I will be tired on some of those days. Like, I'm gonna be working 14, 15 hours days, and on my day off, I probably just want to, relax. But I might give you that 2, maybe 3 hour time window, just to like call you, see how you was doing, and talk for a little bit. And it go vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
Like female doing the same thing, it's got to be like communication with this. Like y'all gonna have to communicate how y'all want to do it.
But that's being accessible.
Exactly.
That's what she's saying. You're giving her your schedule, so she knows when she can contact you. That's being accessible.
Exactly. She's on his time. He's busy. He's working every single day, and that's not her fault.
So
we talk about mans who's working. You talk about like bum ass niggas who not working, or like
I don't know what those are because I don't speak to them either.
Oh,
you know what? Taty gonna get out there. Taty out the door.
Like I said, Taty is the whole nigga, so you gotta understand her. Like
Taty's the whole nigga. She's a
that's
nigga.
that red side of Chicago mentality.
What side?
South side. My bad.
So, don't play with me.
Where is accessibility taken too far?
Oh, it's taken too far when one person controls the narrative for everything. When we going out, what we doing, who we doing it with, when that person when it's just completely one-sided, that's when it's taken too far. Because then they're
telling you what to do.
Yep.
Like you basically go listen to me. If not, then you can find somebody else.
Exactly.
So wouldn't they be more controlled and accessible?
That's definitely control.
Yeah.
But that's controlling the narrative, right? I'm just saying. That's controlling the narrative, right?
Like you control it. Like ain't no too much. Like it's got to be either in the middle or too less. If it's too much, then it's a control right there.
Yeah. Like if I say you're gonna do what I tell you to do when I tell you to do it, right? That's accessibility attempting to go to control. It starts with accessibility first. Where you at? Who you with? Let me check your phone. It's accessible to me to go through it. But if I'm a real nigga, I'm not about to go do that. I don't have time to do it. But a lot of people in relationships, they start off with control based upon how much access you give them. If you give somebody the access to do those things early on, then it's going to become a control problem later on. But it starts with accessibility.
Basically, get little bits out there and see how that goes. If you feel comfortable with it, just throw the whole football, get the touchdown. Fuck it.
So it's basically like my grandma said, don't put all your eggs in that basket.
Exactly.
Right.
Oh, she's so cool.
Right.
The old people got knowledge, man. See, we gotta listen to them now.
Sometimes. Do you have another question for the gentleman glove?
No, I'm just, it just for me, I just feel like, okay. So prime example, me and Jamil was talking about this earlier. Taty, like you already know what I'm about to say.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still waiting on my key. I'm still waiting on my key from this guy. Like, my Negro. I need my key. And so I text him again and ask for my key, Taty. I asked for my key. He says, yes, ma'am, that's no problem. We can meet at whatever. I said, okay, so I'm gonna pull up on you up at Dairy Queen. When can I meet you? Now, right? He said, matter of fact, I can't do that. I gotta come. He said, I can't do that can I come to you and bring it to you instead? Why you gotta bring it to me? You think you're going to give me some good ding-a-ling and make me say, oh, never mind? No, we're not doing that. And that's making him accessible to me because he feels like he could come over here and like rearrange my guts. I'm gonna be okay with that after. No, that's not cool. That's not cool. Like, I just want to know, like, how can I change that from him feeling like he's powerful to me feeling powerful? If
Change the life.
Change the lock.
Like,
Yeah,
it's
I said the same
real
thing.
simple, man. Like,
I
you
told
just
you that
answer
earlier.
your own question.
But again,
No offense, but
if it's emotion tied to the situation, it's not going to be just easy for her to change the locks because it's something
I
else
know.
more.
If it's emotion, like,
Yeah.
that's gonna be like, it's gonna be some times, but see, you got to be strong for yourself because you know, if you keep allowing that shit to happen, he gonna think, all right, cool, I'm gonna go keep doing this. He ain't gonna never get those kids back.
Yeah.
So, you know, you gotta suck it up and just change the lock and be like, you know what, fuck it, it's a mental mind game.
Right. And then all the women in the world, this goes for every woman. If a man is not gonna put you first, you got to make sure you put you first, no matter what.
Because who else gonna do it?
Exactly.
See, that's not
in this world alone.
That's like,
but that's the thing though. I put myself first. You feel what I'm saying? I do. But sometimes I fall short of being too nice.
Is that where the guts get rearranged? Is when you too nice?
No. It's also her just having a kind heart as well. Because she's a helper, an emotional helper.
So
empath.
Gloria, so when you tell somebody no, you just like feel like, damn, I should have told them yes. Like you felt some type of way about telling this person no.
Yeah,
I always do that. Or if I say, or like even if I want people to say no, I continuously say, okay, yes, I could do it. And then they're like, oh my God, thank you so much. You know,
and
like
you feel proud about yourself, like, okay, that.
But then I'd be mad as fuck at myself, like, damn, why didn't I just say no? Like, no, like no is a complete sentence. You feel what I'm saying?
Craig used to be the same way.
And
I'm still am. That's why I got to. That's why I got.
So you feel me? And that's when the
I got to step away from that because
the fact that I can't say no makes me more accessible to people than they think they are. If you feel what I'm saying?
I feel like a bully. I feel like a bully because I could say no and I have no care in the world. I remember this lady the other day. Like it just depends on how I feel, and this is different for everybody. Like I know a lady was in the grocery line and she was short some money to buy some diapers. I bought the diapers, and there was another scenario where a lady outside was like, "I'm homeless. I ain't got no money," and you know she looked like she used drugs or whatever. I wasn't trying to judge her, but realistically, everybody has some type of judgmental way, space. So in that sense, I was just like, well, she's gonna be hungry today because I ain't giving her none of my goddamn money. So it just depends. It's okay that you got to be able to say no and live with no shit. Oh well, like shit, I'm hungry. Well, shit, I'm gonna be hungry too because I ain't getting none of my money. Ain't just gonna be hungry motherfucker at the end of the day.
Right, and that's
but at the end of the day, it's like it's bidding you up because it's like, damn, I could have made somebody day like just be happy or something.
Yeah.
Like that, telling somebody no to me is like basically punching your mom in the stomach and you like, damn, why did I just, damn, that was fucked up, Craig.
I
was gonna say, hold up, nah. That was way too far. That was way too deep. Yeah.
You only get one of those. So everybody should value their mom. And again, that's me.
Pull it back, Craig.
Yeah.
I know what I'm trying to say, bro.
That lady that was outside to ask for something to eat. I'm sure she was probably somebody's mama, but guess what? She's somebody's hungry mama because I didn't give her none of my money. That's okay. It's okay to say it's okay for her to be hungry today because she ain't getting none of Jamil money. Not today. Not tomorrow. She's gonna be hungry today.
That's homeless people. I never gave homeless people no money. Ever since I saw homeless people pussing in a Mercedes-Benz.
Oh man.
Nigga, that was in Arizona too. Fuck my whole life up on that one.
Dang, I need to go to Arizona and be homeless. That's what it sounds like.
Her emotions are more open than mine are. I'm trying to rub off on her a little more, get her to say no, it ain't working, but she getting there one day.
So
you try to rub off on somebody is like
it
very
ain't my
kind of
fault.
hard.
Y'all say yes to everybody and they auntie. I'm gonna tell you no. If you don't want to say no, I'll tell them no for you.
Yep, that's me.
Now I know who my go-to person is.
Nope.
Three-way call me in if you need me to. And I would
Look at you,
gladly
Taty,
answer
go for it.
no and hang up.
You gotta learn how to say it in Spanish. Tati, you gotta learn how to say it in Spanish. They go, no. That's how they do it in Spanish. No.
I say it in French.
I say it in every language. No.
I was gonna say that.
I say it in French.
No, just like a
No.
universal language.
Yes.
Other than
No.
in Japanese and stuff.
Je ne sais pas no.
There you go. I just gotta hear it.
Question, guys, for real. What tips can y'all give ladies out here to not be accessible to a man? Can y'all give us something? Can y'all slide us something for the ladies out there that's listening that are so accessible to this one guy that they're trying to let go, or they're trying to control the narrative? What advice can you give these women or those women who are in that predicament?
Okay, this is such an easy answer for me. Let me tell you. So when a man tries to control the narrative by making himself accessible for you, whether if it's I got a key to your house, or if it's hey, I go through your phone, I know your password, or you have to start understanding that every little thing, even mentally, is a level of power for us. So if we call you and we know you're gonna answer, that has to stop. You got to stop answering on our time. Stuff like that, like little stuff like that. If we say we want to go out on Saturday, you can say I'm busy that day. I'm available on Sunday. A lot of women who have those, and it's not that you don't have high standards if you don't do things on your time. It's not that. You could be in love with a dude that's just toxic for you. And if you're trying to get out of that situation, you have to start opening up your mind, date, get out some more. Don't go out with your girls. Get some positive, I'll call them positive distractions. Get some positive distractions that's not going to allow you to be reckless from just thinking about a dude. Go do something else with your life than just think about one person that's no good for you. That's my advice.
Well, the same thing he said. I ain't gonna hold you up. But my thing is this: I think like you just need to learn more about yourself. Like if you know you accessible, just dial that shit back. Like don't give nobody all your power and then expect them to not use it for good. No, they're gonna use that shit for evil. So just dial it back, love yourself, and
amen. That's the gospel right there.
It works. If not, like just how Buddy just said, go out with your friends, turn up, get away from the phone, basically.
Or how about get back to the bag? I know eyelash businesses is in, hair businesses is in. There's people that want to be nail technicians. There's people that want to do stuff what they like. Go chase the bag. Forget a whole man.
Makeup artist. Fucking travel. Like just go somewhere. Like just leave.
Right, and I understand that. I feel like I'm carrying on this conversation right now, Taty, because I feel like I'm talking to three niggas and this one female here.
You all talking to three niggas and one female. I keep telling you, like
I told you I wasn't good for this conversation, man, because I'm agreeing to fuck with them.
I feel like I'm an underdog right now. I feel like y'all are eating me alive right now. I feel like y'all are chewing through my feet up to my soul. I don't
No. Just know it's all love. Like if you need help, we're gonna help you out. It's like self-love.
That's all I know.
Yeah, that's every black people know.
That's all I know. Have you met my parents?
Yeah, I don't know about your mom, Taty. Like your mom is
she tough love. She'll be mushy for a minute. She'll be like, what the you doing?
I got a question for the audience and for the two hosts, for Glow and for Taty. This is a great question right here. What stops a woman from allowing a real man to let them lead them? Why don't they just say, hey, I'm gonna let a real man lead me? What stops that?
Ooh. Fear. Because they feel like at the end of the day, people be like, oh, I don't want to be submissive, da da da. It's not about being submissive or what the Bible says. It's just about letting a man exert his dominance. And it's not about control. It's not about taking care of you. It's just showing that he will protect you no matter what. And you're not standing behind him. You're standing next to him. But they think they're behind. or they have a fear if they're losing their independence, they're going to lose their identity. All of it surrounds itself around fear.
Okay, well, I don't mean to
fear
take
they're going to get hurt again.
Blasey,
because and it's also because they never healed from the previous relationship they was in either.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, I don't mean to take over as the host of the show, Taty. I got another question for you because you seem very aggressive, really assertive. So I mean, my question for you is, let's say you're dominant, right? You're used to being a dominant one in your relationship. So let's say a guy comes to you and say, Taty, this is what I want to do. This is how I want to do it. This is where I think we could be. And you think it's a plan that could work and it's a good dude with a good head on his shoulders. Do you allow him to lead you and see where it go? Or do you say, nah, I'm not with that?
No, I do it.
Okay.
I go for it. Because if you come to me with a plan, I'm all for it. If you come to me with that, what you want to do? I don't know. I'm indecisive as much as you are.
Oh, okay. Okay. So all women should think that way is what you're saying.
I won't say all women because they have their mind of their own. Me per se, I'm definitely a dominant female, and then it doesn't help that I'm a Leo. So, yeah,
I have some experience with Leos. Nothing too bad to say about them.
No, we're amazing. We're amazing, but we do have you addicted. But no, if you come to me with a plan and it ain't boring and it ain't the same thing, because I like variety. If it ain't the same thing and it's a plan and it's you basically telling me this day you doing this, because I'm also an introvert. I will sit in the house before I waste my time outside, especially in the summer, because I hate being hot. So if you take me outside in the summer, and I love the winter, so backwards. But if you telling me we going outside in this Chicago weather with this humidity, and ain't no plan, we just in the car, I ain't going. I can stay in my house. That's free. You can bring me some food though.
See, that's good to know. And then what about you, Glow? I mean, what kind of man would you let or allow lead you? You quiet over there, so I want to come pick on you.
What kind of man? So I was reading this article the other day, and it was saying 7 different types of characteristics of men and of women too. And it was classifying them by Greek names. So the alpha male, the omega male, the gamma male, all those type of different males. And the one that stood out to me was the gamma. And the gamma, he is this type of man. He's sensitive, but he's strong. And he's a leader when needed. Now, I'm kind of aggressive at times, but I'm very sensitive. And I hide my aggressiveness through my sensitivity. And I hide my sensitivity through my aggressiveness. And the reason why I say that, because when I really like a man, I want to be with a man, I tend to get sensitive. But when it don't go my way, I get aggressive. And when I happen to be that way, I expect for the guy I'm talking to, I'm gonna just say, put me in my place. And when I say that, I don't say it from a sexual standpoint. I say it from a point of like checking me, like, boy, you tripping. I like you. I'm gonna do this and that. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I don't like it because it's like, I don't like to be too submissive to somebody that I know who's probably gonna mess me over, or I know that he's not worth my time and I'm giving him my time. So when you ask me what type of guy I want or I expect to lead me, he gotta be one hell of a guy to lead a woman like me, because I'm not gonna say I'm complicated, but I don't think I'm understood correctly when it comes to men. I don't think there's not one man on this earth that can understand me. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm kind of still struggling with that. You feel me? That's why I'm divorced as we speak.
Yeah, no, I get it. I got one last question, if that's okay. And this is for Craig.
That's fine.
Okay. So Craig, do you feel one of the points Gloria just made, and I think this is something that can help all women too, is do you think hiding that sensitivity behind aggressiveness, specifically hiding it behind that, do you think that's a big problem for men like us to deal with women who likes to cover their emotion with aggressiveness? Do you think that's a big problem for us?
I'm not gonna say for us. For me, so that's not a problem at all. Like, I want y'all to cover up, but not too much. Like, do half and half. Like, if you go cover up, don't cover up all the way. Then I'm gonna be like, oh, you doing all of this for what? Then all of a sudden you do a whole 360. Like, if that kind of makes sense.
So you don't want the exorcist, is basically what you're saying.
Basically, I don't want to play peekaboo.
Like the Migos.
I don't want to play like, okay, how you gonna act on this day? Like, if you go keep constantly having the same sensitivity, keep it to like a mild mid-level. Don't just drop all the way down.
But ain't that kind of messed up though, Craig? Because you take somebody emotion.
Yeah. Come on, bro. We was doing good, bro. Before you just said that.
Hold on. I got fucking up because I really wasn't expecting this whole conversation to be like this today.
Craig. That's kind of messed up because you know why, Craig?
But no. Like I said, I'd rather have a 50-50 woman.
No, because now you got me hot. So
no.
Okay, now you got me hot, Craig.
Let him finish though. Let him finish though.
No, I want to hit Gloria. I want to.
No, let Craig. Go ahead, finish, Craig. Go ahead, finish.
Let's see if he redeemed himself. I don't know what that was.
Go ahead, finish, Craig. I'm listening.
Back to what I was saying. I would have a 50-50 go because I don't want.
Just say it. You don't want a crybaby. Got it.
I ain't gonna say too much of a crybaby.
I don't either. Because if you cry because I yelled at you, then baby, we can't be together.
Craig, it's okay if I help you out a little bit?
Please do, because y'all just hold mine up, and now I'm.
See, y'all making my butt itch now. I'm really getting irritated.
I think a woman should be able to express herself no matter how sad she is, how happy she is. Like, baby, if you're emotional, come talk to me.
Basically, talk about your feelings. Like, don't hide that shit.
Right.
I'm telling that face like he in church.
I'm just saying, if a woman's emotional, I don't care. You should let that happen because in that way, that's a woman opening up to you, right? That's that barrier.
Let her open up, but don't let me guess. Like, is you mad or is you sad?
Right. Or, you don't want to guess.
Just be fully open up to me. Like,
that's
don't let me guess.
That's what you're trying to say.
Okay. Pause. But when a female do talk to some of y'all men, right, and try to keep it funky with y'all want to end up closing us out. I don't want to hear that right now. Oh, I'm tired. I can't take that right now. Or, this is too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you feeling like this?
So once again,
too much. But when we do that, it's a problem.
No. It's not a problem. A lot of women, I'm not saying all women, but a lot of women don't like the results of the conversation. If you get the same result from every time that you say something and a man is giving you the runaround, and that's he's not ready for you, period. If he's not giving you a direct yes or no answer, then he's not ready for you. But if a man has constantly told you no, you need to go with what he said. If a man says no, I don't agree with that, or I don't feel this way, a yes or no is always direct. Now, if he puts you on a runway around everywhere, don't beat around the bush and don't give you a direct answer, that's when you got a problem. But a man should be able to tell you, no, I'm not ready, or yes, I'm ready, or yes, I want this, or no, I don't want that. Direct.
Okay, but who's the fool in the unionship, the situationship, the relationship, the F ship, whatever ship that's going on with the ship? Okay, who's the fool in the ship if both of y'all keep going back and forth with the whole, like, ordeal? If you feel what I'm saying, like, and now when y'all let each other go,
I was gonna say, both of y'all the fools if y'all keep going back and forth.
Exactly.
Because y'all not answering the job. Y'all not answering it.
Right. It's two
Allow
people.
this
It's two
keep
people in a
going on.
situation, and it takes two people to work. So if one person's asking a question or breaking down or showing their emotion, the guy shouldn't. At least he shouldn't be like, "Well, I don't want to hear that," or "You a crybaby." No. Break that barrier down. Show me, open it up to me. Give me your emotion. If you don't like the responses, then you open it up to the wrong person. Probably shouldn't be with that person, and it's probably toxic. A lot of people are in toxic situations for that one reason. If you're not getting the response you need or you want, go leave. What you doing in there? What you doing in the relationship? Period. What you doing in that union partnership? Bounce. Be gone. Be gone.
And then nowadays, toxic relationship is more popular nowadays.
Facts.
I don't know where you at, but I need to tag you in because right now, Pippin, you not flipping the bird to Jordan. You over here up in the side. You're not even boxing out.
Look,
my nigga said box it out. Get the rebound, Taty. Damn.
I ain't getting no rebound because I'm toxic.
She says she toxic. And look, for some people, that's okay. It's nothing wrong
I don't
with
like crybabies.
Like I said,
I'm never wrong.
Toxic, but Sue, if you got a crybaby and a toxic, oh yeah, it's gonna be hell.
It's gonna be hell all day, because somebody gonna get their feelings hurt, and that's really what it comes down to, whether if you're in something toxic or not.
I ain't gonna say ain't nobody the crybaby gonna get their feelings hurt the most.
Yep, I agree.
Toxic people just gonna be like,
yeah, that's me. I leave.
Yeah, see what Tatiana doing right now. Have somebody cry to her, so you just go look and be like, let me just call.
It's based on how much I know you. If you Christiana, which is my little sister, I'm gonna figure out what's wrong. If it's Craig, I'm gonna figure out what's wrong. If it's Gloria, I'm gonna figure out what's wrong. If you just a random stranger who decided to cry on my shoulder while I'm on the bus that day, girl, get off me.
Well, why would it be a random stranger crying on the bus with you? Why
people do that. People need love too,
It happens.
Craig, everybody can't be nonchalant like you.
I'm just saying, why would you be on the bus, Taty?
Because
what kind of bus are you talking about?
Let my sis get transportation, Craig.
So first of all, we do not do buses. We do airplanes.
Taty, you ever met your match? Like, you ever met somebody who didn't care just as much as you? Like, you didn't care, and they was like, "So I don't care either." So
yes,
what?
My father.
Okay. Okay. Your father's your match. Got it.
My father is my Taurus meat.
Gotcha.
Are we talking about accessibility?
No, we definitely switched topics, but it's okay.
We really did.
Really all got to do with accessibility. Like, we just talked about toxic relationships and people being emotional.
Right.
If you being emotional, you definitely being accessible, like 100%. Like, you for sure, you're an open book if you being emotional. Because if you being emotional, the other person, not that person that's being emotional, is taking a chance. They're being accessible. They're letting that person all the way in to their feelings, to their soul. Oh, I love this person. I want to be with this person, and that person may not feel the same about you. And if they didn't tell you that directly,
see, you just left your whole password online and stuff.
Yep.
They're going through your password. Your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram,
everything.
bank account, making sure how much money you got.
Right.
No, I got a line there. Not looking up.
What?
People.
All of us are grown in here, right? I'm pretty sure we're adults. All of us has had sex. Is there any virgins up in here?
I'm celibate.
Anyway, so where does sex come in the mix of toxicity, whatever, toxicity?
You should have practiced that word before we started.
How now, brown cow? How now, brown cow?
Just say some toxic mess. You could just use slang.
You don't like that.
And the toxic mess, along with it playing a part in being accessible too. Where does that come in at? Like negative and positive, the pros and cons of it.
I feel negative wise because some people feel like they can use that to get over the so-called argument or the situation.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's negative, when you feel like that'll help erase everything that just happened because you finally busted nut. Like, no, I still know what's going on. I was done for the 10 minutes. We just did something, but now we back out the 5 minutes rest.
See, they got to be doing at least 13 minutes. Come on now. 10 minutes is kind of disrespectful. 13 is the magic number. Somebody better get it right.
15
anyway.
Like a bullshit.
13 minutes.
Sex ain't nothing but 50 pounds. Count it if you ain't got nothing else to do. I promise
And
you.
my soldier boy voice, 13?
All the foreplay make it seem a lot better and a lot longer than what it is. But when you get grown and you start getting to the 30s and the 40s and stuff like that, you're gonna be like, let me see. You can count 50 pumps. If it's boring sex, go 1, 2, 3. I bet you get to 50 and you done. He might not even get to 50. Count the pumps. It's 13 minutes. All the foreplay and the kissing and the ooh and the they make it seem like an hour too long. It's only 50 pumps and it's only 13 minutes.
Keith Sweat said, make it last forever, and that's what I do.
Beautiful,
So,
but
You have fun with that.
Oh, shit.
she said you have fun with that.
why? I don't understand. Like, okay, what's the issue with people having long sex? Like,
Nothing.
There's no problem with it, but again, if you count, you're counting the foreplay from the time y'all start making out and kissing and touching, and he's seducing you, and he grabbing your boobs and you grabbing his chest. If you count that as part of sex, then all of us last 3 or 4 hours. All men last 3 or 4 hours, if that's the case. But if you talking about a dude that's just pumping and he pumping for
Like just going to stretch sex.
that's a Molly. He owns something, some Florida Flocka or something. It ain't no way in hell.
why can't a dude just can't be hella attracted to a person, or a female can be hella attracted to where it just rounds back to back and like it's just
It can be.
you're just there and
It
strong.
definitely could still
It's
be
like,
rounds,
is that
but
not possible to you all?
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
very
it's possible.
If I'm with you. But if
It
I
ain't
ain't
got
with
nothing to do
you,
with the pump she was talking about. That ain't got nothing to do with that. But yeah, that's possible. What you said was possible.
and
So
it works if I'm with you, but if I ain't with you, I'm leaving. I
Bye.
came for what I got and I'm gone.
nah, sis.
Yeah,
Ain't
so
nobody
if
being
you
so
nutted, Taty, and he don't nut, you just gotta go up and leave.
If I hit 3, yes, I'm out. Bye.
There you go.
Oh,
There you
see,
go.
that's
Should have got
the
yours when I got mine.
That's why you got to be selfish, especially if you don't, you ain't vibing. Let me get mine
I'm
and go.
only
If
in
you
my
ain't got
20s. I don't gotta care about you.
there you go.
So, would I be considered a nympho in any other person out there?
Yep.
No, you wouldn't be a nympho. You'd be disappointed if you ran into somebody that wanted to give you
disappointing there for.
15 minutes. Yeah, disappointed nympho.
That after a person orgasm or bust that nut or whatever, they still is like, keep going. Like,
Yup.
is that nympho?
Nah, that's just a high sex drive. Ooh.
A nympho is more of a sex addict, and they really have a problem. So,
Yeah.
I mean, not that I would know.
You
They
got a
see every
problem?
time Dick and Harry and get happy.
You
You have more of a high sex drive.
Yeah, it's a high sex drive for you, Gloria. You really don't have a problem, I promise.
I have a problem.
No, you don't.
I like cheese.
That's nasty. That's not a problem. That's
Nigga, what?
and you need to go sit on the toilet if that's what you got.
You might want to check your diet on that one.
She might want to check her drawers.
Y'all really ain't nothing for that. Forget y'all.
You like you too.
Love you, Gloria.
I was just playing with y'all. I don't like cheese for real. Y'all whack.
Do you like hoodie?
Do you like cheese or not?
Do I like what?
Your hoodie.
Ugly.
Hoodie. I'm gonna edit this out, but a hoodie.
Oh, like a hoodie.
Yeah.
I had 2 of those in my life.
Well,
And
pull it back.
Craig, they're talking about a banana that's still in the peel.
Okay, because
You call
I'ma
it
help
banana
you
could
something
have
else.
just said banana.
I got an A+ in women's studies. It was 104%.
No, banana is something else.
I'm about to peel myself.
Any more questions, anyone?
Yo, this is funny. She said a hoodie. She ain't gonna edit this out because they ain't gonna know what we talking about.
I
A
do.
hoodie. Like, Molly, Tatiana and Glow said I should wear a hoodie.
Oh God.
That was funny.
I'm gonna edit that out just in case.
No, we good.
I feel like we should keep that low key.
Well, hoodies and cakes and hoodies, and that's
What's
just
the
what
cake?
it is. And the hoodies always end up beating up the cakes. And so,
Oh, cakes. I thought you said cape. I'm like, what is a cape?
no, you get a cake when your brain is fabulous.
Did we Did we ever answer the question on what makes the aspect of sex positive?
Honestly, I don't remember no more.
I know I answered the negative part. Did we ever? I don't think we ever answered the positive.
It wasn't no positive part to it, was it?
It is
Well,
a
I
positive
think it
part
is.
to it.
It makes it. That's like Jamil was saying. It makes. Did I say his name right?
Yeah.
Jamil.
Okay. It makes it like another accessible way because you're vulnerable that way too.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if your
Or
emotions
like
are
say
tied
you're
to
passing energies.
right, right.
Okay.
But if it's just physical, then I mean, you don't always have to have the emotional feel for sex. I mean, you could just, like you said, you can just get that nut and be done.
Yeah.
If that other person got theirs, if a woman gets 7 or 8 and a man get 1 or 2, I mean, it's
But
a
that's the
success.
thing. That's the thing, and this is me and probably 1,000 other people out there. I am a sexual empath. I'm a sexual empath. Every time I have sex with someone, it's passionate, and it is a bad thing because I'm such a very emotional person naturally. So I just automatically attach to people when I meet them, or trying to get to know them, whether it's male or female. So when it comes to me being with a male and we get to that route, I am a naturally sexual empath. So it's never just we just
The fuck?
mess with each other. It's more so of we had this night of passion, and that was that, and we're gonna see what happens tomorrow. Well, 9 out of 10 they end up calling back anyway, and
No,
I'd be like, you know.
it's a difference between sex and then making love. Those are two
But
separate.
I
You
didn't
have
say making love. I didn't say making love. I said
you
It
said
sexual
sounds like
empath.
you saying
Because
making
when you
love.
an empath, because when you an empath without the sex, you just a natural person who has feelings for people. It's just like if you was to tell me like, oh, my uncle or something died. Some people are nonchalant, like, you know what? I'm sorry, my condolences. Me, I actually feel how you feel, and honey, I'll cry with you. So when you add the sexual to it, it's more, but that's just me though. That's just me, Jamil. So shut up. That's just
Hey,
me.
hey now, hey.
I'm just
See,
saying
I'm
because you
pointing
sitting
at
here
you.
nodding like
Jesus
because you
Christ.
sitting here nodding like that's not my personality when
No,
you
no, no,
don't know
no.
me.
That is your. I'm not arguing with if that's your personality or not. I'm just saying you have. Sometimes it's important for not just you. All women have to protect their own feelings. If not, because they get hurt. You know, if you can't be emotionally tied to people, especially people who ain't shit, people who just want to have sex. I'm not gonna use the other word. People who just want to have sex. You know, those people. You have to understand that those people aren't gonna have the same type of heart you have. Laura, you from the South. You got a nice heart. You got a good personality, and you're more open and willing than most people are. So some men are going to look at you and take advantage of that, and you cannot allow them to do that. So when I shake my head, no, it's like because I feel bad for such a good person like yourself to be taken advantage of. That's all I'm saying.
But who said? Okay,
We know. That's why you're divorced. We know.
I really just felt attacked though. I know this is a podcast, but I just felt wholly attacked by all
Nah.
y'all. And honestly, after this podcast, I'm gonna pull a Drake, go up in my corner and cry.
Oh, don't
You
do that.
shouldn't. We're not attacking you.
Why?
I promise we're not attacking you.
We wasn't attacking you or nothing like that. We just don't want you to put yourself out there to get hurt because you're naturally a loving person. You're very
We
passionate.
just looking out.
So it's important not to always put that out there, especially when you're having sex with
But
somebody.
it's
I mean,
hard though. It's hard when you have a heart that God has blessed you to have. How can you not manage that? It's been times where I've tried to be nonchalant. I've tried to be angry. I tried to be mean. Heck, I tried to just block people from my life because I'm like, I'm gonna be this angry person. I don't want to talk to them no more. Then months later, weeks later, days later, they unblock and I'm reaching out or I'm trying to see how they doing because it's like I end up feeling bad for doing something that they probably did to me or something.
yeah,
That's gonna be years of practice on that one too. From
yeah,
my
it takes.
experience,
Yeah,
too. My experience on that, you just gotta practice on that. Like if you block somebody, you gotta stick to it. Like no, I gotta check up on them because once you do, it's all over. So you really gotta practice on what you say, picture what you say.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people out there. And I know Taty could probably. I'm not saying she can do this, but just from talking to her today, it sounds like she,
Taty
like,
definitely does it. Like
I know. I can see the player. I can see the player all in her face. But it's like if you mess with, like, for example, if I mess with a woman, I just find her just attractive, right? And it's just an attraction. and we have sex, and I tell her, I'm gonna take your soul out your body, and we gonna have a threesome, me, your soul, and you, and I tell her that, and she get all ooey gooey and emotional, and we have sex, and it's great. My feelings could just not be there at all. I could just say what I just said and be attracted, and we do something, and then that's it. She can get hit by a bus tomorrow, and I'm not going to the hospital to go see her. I gotta go get the bag. Oh well, I hope she made it. I ain't gonna
basically what he just said is like, I'm gonna tell her what she wants me to hit, what she want herself to hit.
Yep. What she want to hear. Yep, exactly.
We're gonna need you on the next episode of you and
huh?
We're gonna need Jamil on the next episode of your yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Because that was a song. If she get hit by a bus, I'm not gonna see her in the hospital. Golly, I thought I was dead.
What if I don't have time? Like, what if my schedule just says that I can't go see her?
Now it's your schedule.
This girl got hit by a bus. Who is she to you? I don't know. I don't know who she is. I didn't get her last name. We just like, what you want me to do?
She got hit by the bus.
Yeah, I mean, damn, Wilma, I hope you make it. Like, I know what you want me to say.
Wow, Jamil, that's messed up, man.
But it sucks because I know I'm not the only person to think like that. But I know I'm one of the only dudes that's gonna say it. Like, I don't care that I'm brutally honest. I have to be honest, and I'll tell people that from the jump. If you don't like the way I am, then that's just you. Now, if I do have feelings for you, and I do like you, because you shouldn't hold everybody to the same standard. Like, if it's a random person, I'm not going to treat that random person like I treat Gloria. I've been on Gloria for almost 10 years. So I'm not going to treat that. If Gloria got hit by a bus, of course I'm going to go to the hospital to see how Gloria's doing. But I'm not going to go and check on, Wilma or Tisha or, I don't know them. I'm just making them names.
I know.
Point, but, you feel me? Like, I don't know them. I don't care. But if I take my chance to actually get to know somebody, and I like them, whether we friends or whether we not, didn't do anything, I can go check on a friend that's perfectly just my friend if I have feelings for them as a friend and I care for them. But if I don't care for everybody, I don't treat everybody the same. It's tears in my life. I feel like if you close with me, you close with me. And that's how I think everybody should be, but I can't control how people think and how they don't think. I don't naturally just have feelings for any and everybody. I never have, and I never will.
I have no response because I'm the same.
Dang, I feel like I'm on an earth full of Gloria. You're not supposed to be here. I think maybe I'm just one of God's walking angels upon earth that does not need to be here with you all for long.
Paul,
don't talk like that. Don't talk.
Where did that come from? How did you get that from that?
Exactly.
Maybe my job is done.
No.
Like
what?
Because if it was, he would have been to you. You're still here for a reason.
You ready to call it quits because I told you I don't care about everybody.
Maybe you was meant to be in my life to make me care. Did you ever think of that?
Right.
And you brought two little humans into this world that I care about. So you can go nowhere because I'm not keeping.
You take good care of both of them. Exactly. So they need mommy.
They don't need me. You see how I feel now. Danielle ain't never rolled her eyes so much until I got there.
I'll be like, okay, girl.
Go home. When you leaving? They probably was happy when they didn't see me in that living room the next morning, okay?
I appreciate this discussion with you, gentlemen, though, for real, because it's needed and it's good. I know a lot of the men had something to say from our first podcast of the Ain't Shit podcast.
Oh, Lord.
To all the men out there who are watching this, who hit up my DMs and said that I had issues or I'm just a bitter woman or,
Oh, yeah, I got daddy issues.
Right. Or I don't know what I want, wish the best luck to you, sir, because, you're not shit still.
What cracked me up was I was told I have daddy issues, but I see my father every other day.
Oh,
that's the greatest part about that one.
And all 8 of my uncles.
Dang.
So, this one's for you.
And also, one more thing. Us name dropping is nothing. We just did initials. Don't tempt us.
Don't tempt us. That was a personal there.
Don't tempt us because I will call us your government, your first, middle, and last name. with the suffix and prefix. Don't
She
do
ain't got the gun no more. She got the glizzy.
And
Yeah,
don't
she got
put
the
your
Draco.
She got the Draco. See Big Draco in this bitch. Let her know.
She got
Let
that
them know,
street
Glory.
sticker.
And now
She said, forget the Draco, I got the grenade launcher, bitch.
Man, RPG on that. Nah, that's nuclear war right there, shoot.
That is. That's crazy.